So, I put together a tier list of Marvel Rivals characters on stream at the end of the alpha playtest, basically summarising my experiences, playing over 40 hours of the game, and I was lucky enough to be able to get an alpha code through the Marvel Rivals content creator program, and then obviously be able to stream it to all of you and give you codes. And comment down below who your favourite character is, and basically if you agree or disagree with any of my decisions. Well, first of all, we're gonna sort around all of the different things. So we'll get Vanguard up first, and then Duelist, and then Strategist. Yes, Strategist. That's what it is. Yes. Okay. So first up, we have Doctor Strange. Now, he is... I don't really entirely know where to put him. Now, the order may change depending on things later on down the line. But Doctor Strange, I would say, is a very, very solid A. His shield has a lot of HP. His not necessarily like a lot, like you can't like block an ultimate with it, but it can definitely allow you to survive quite a lot. And then his attacks I find are a little bit difficult to aim. It's a bit weird for timing, but I guess maybe I just need to play a bit more. But yeah. Moving on to Hulk. Now, Hulk, he can... So it's sort of like either you survive a lot, or... Maybe. But yeah, so Hulk is sort of like you survive a lot, or you like just get melted, like your health bar disappears. Yeah, it's very much like a survivability character rather than a dealing damage character sort of thing. It's you can jump in, jump out. You're generally not going to be able to jump just into the back line and do whatever. You may be able to jump out, but you'll probably be banner by the time you jump out. So it's, yeah. So I think a good place for him is B, because he does have a place, but it's not like he isn't really good. Like he's playable. Now Groot, if you know how to play the walls, he can be a menace. He can be a menace. The walls have so much HP. But his damage is sort of like maybe we'll get to that. But yeah, so Groot is his walls have a lot of HP. His damage is like it's reasonable. Like it's not like Doctor Strange does do more damage, but his walls allow him to take so much damage. Yeah, just trying to think. I'm sort of like hovering between S and A. I'm sort of hovering S because it is like, oh, it's like he's better than Doctor Strange, I would say. But then Doctor Strange is probably better with what is definitely going to be the S tank, the S Vanguard. Groot doesn't work as well. So in sort of like the current, you like root equals S. I think a high A. I think maybe high A. And then Doctor Strange's works better with the Vanguard that is going to be up here. Now, Penny Parker is the only time Penny Parker has been an annoyance is when I've been playing Hulk. And she can shut down characters like Black Panther and Magic quite well, because you just place your spider nest back there and they can't do too much with it. It's not the best, but apart from that, she dies very quickly. She's very easy to stun in her ult and then dies. I think she is worse than like Hulk, so I think I am going to put her in C tier currently. And then Magneto. Now, with Magneto, I think it's S tier. But there is a sort of like a preface here. You do need a Scarlet Witch. You do need a Scarlet Witch for Magneto S tier. Otherwise he comes down to like there. But yeah. Because he's S tier because of the amount of damage he can put out with his C, and the fact that it goes through everything in such a far range and is, yeah. Now, moving on to the duelists. So first up we have Hela. Hela is well, you can two-shot with Hela, so it is... It's very much, if you can hit the shots, you are going to do very well. Especially if you do have a Loki as well. But you don't need a Loki for a Hela to work. I don't find that her E is as annoying because it's quite hard to hit and it's not very long range. Her right click also is, I don't really know. I find that's like a little bit like difficult to like use, because you press right click and then it does its little animation and then it just shoots automatically, so you sort of have to time it correctly, and if you're like peeking around walls and stuff like that, you really can't use it for that. So it's very specific circumstances where her right click is used. And then her shift is temperamental. Yeah, I think maybe a little bit more control and a little bit less speed or something like that. Maybe. But if you can aim, I think definitely an A, if not an S. But I think I'm gonna put her A. Now, Black Panther. I think I've only ever seen one Black Panther that did anywhere near well. Other than that, every single time he has not been doing too well. Or maybe in a couple, but it's rare to see any sort of Black Panther doing well, and what that sort of shows is that he is usable, but you do need to put in a lot to do it. Yeah. Just trying to think. I'm trying to think between B and C. I think maybe more C. go with C. Now, Iron Man is sort of in... not really, no. He is hard put down by, like, the Punisher. You go Punisher and you can beam an Iron Man out of the sky. It is insane. And yeah, he can't really do too much. His laser beam, you can kill him while he's killing someone with his laser beam. And then his ranged left clicks, it's, yeah, they don't do enough damage to outweigh how much Punisher is doing to you at a range where you can actually hit them properly. Ooh. So yeah, he's hard put down by the Punisher, so I think maybe C as well. And then Magik does incredibly well. She does do incredibly well, especially if the enemy is anywhere near sort of bunched up. Yeah, it's because of the added health she gets whenever she hits someone. So you basically just go into a group, you use your portal thing, short teleport thing, and then you left click and you do that big spin all the way around you. You hit 3 people, you have like 300 HP, and then you hit someone, you heal a bit more, you heal a bit more, you heal a bit more, and then if a small amount of healing comes in, you just don't die pretty much. And you really can be a menace in the back lines as Magik, because it's very difficult to kill a Magik if, like, so I find as like playing Luna Snow, a Magik will just come up, and then if I do not hit my right click, I die. I am just dead if I do not hit my right click. That is the only thing that can save me if I don't notice her like running towards me, because sometimes they just run straight at me and I can just dink them. But if they come from the side, flanks, and I'm not watching that at that moment, because I know the group is going ahead and almost dying or something, and then Magik comes up behind me, I'm dead, the group's dead, probably team fight gone. But yeah, so I would probably say A rank for Magik. And then her ult is just insane. It's just a super powered version of her normal abilities. Yeah. You're a Groot main. Z Goof. Groot is currently in A tier. He can, if you can use his walls, he is really good. He's really good. And by using walls, like, you literally just wall off the enemy vanguard and it's gone. I'm a Spider-Man tier, he better be S tier. I don't know if Spider-Man's gonna be S tier. We'll see. We'll see when we get to him. Punisher main. But Namor. Now, I had truly, to be honest, I have not seen a lot of Namor gameplay. We'll get to Punisher after Namor, but yeah. Yeah. So Namor, he's sort of like he's playable, but he doesn't. I don't find that he's like a broken character or he's anything, so I think maybe just a B for him. His team ability with Luna Snow is quite good, but like it's basically just like a third. It's another cooldown on his turret, so like yeah. And Punisher. I think Namor is playable. I think Namor is playable more than Batman and Iron Man. Iron Man is here because he is hard stuck by Punisher. Now I'm trying to think. Probably. Is it this with? I'm trying to think because like with the rocket boost, he could be S. He very much could be S because he is he can melt tanks with his shotgun. He blasts stuff like Iron Man out the sky. Star-Lord doesn't really do too well into that as well. But you can pick Punisher in any game. Yeah. He doesn't really have too much of a counter. Obviously, you do need to have the requisite skills, but you need to have the requisite skills for any of them. Yeah. No, I am thinking S tier. Yeah, it is sort of. You can pick him in any sort of matchup. Now, Scarlet Witch. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, his shotgun melt stuff. His turret is really good, actually. If you can set up his turret properly, he's really good, and you can also block ultimate damage. So, like, you can survive a Scarlet Witch ult by setting up his turret and then just looking at the Scarlet Witch. It acts as a shield. Magic is SS. Magic is quite good, but not. I wouldn't say S tier. Magic, I would say, is probably the best sort of like in that flanking melee class sort of thing, like Black Panther, Magic, Spider-Man. I would say in my experience. But yeah. Now Scarlet Witch is well, I have to put her S tier because to play Magneto at that S tier you do need a Scarlet Witch. Like, and she enables that, and if you coordinate and get her ult with Magneto's E, I mean it's pretty much game over at that point. But yeah. And then also like her just normal abilities like left click, right click. Her shift is incredibly good. But yeah, basically if you don't have the both Magneto and Scarlet Witch, the Magneto doesn't really doesn't exactly do too well. Like, he would be like a B, maybe even C. But with the Scarlet Witch, with that team up ability, he is so deadly with that. And then obviously Scarlet Witch enables that, so I just have to put it S tier as well. Spider-Man is I don't really know where to put him. I'm sort of thinking B tier, A tier. He is very annoying. If he catches you off guard, he is going to kill you sometimes. As like Lunar Snow, it's very easy to right click him because you fall at the same pace in his uppercut thing. As Rocket, obviously, you can fly away. Loki, you can teleport away. Mantis, you just have to deal with it. it's a question mark, really, because it's... I am sort of thinking B tier. I think B tier is where... Yeah, I'm just going to put in B tier. And then Star-Lord. Now, his ult is very good. His ult is very, very good. His... When he's not ulting, he is not as good. And obviously, if he ults like too far away, he is not... His ult just does nothing. So, I'm thinking maybe... high B, low A, just because of the ultimate. I think maybe something like a high B. Because of his spread, he doesn't do like a ton of damage from far away. And then, like, literally every Star-Lord that I've seen has been using his auto-aim E ability whenever they get close, and it feels like that ability makes his hitbox so much easier to hit. And I can sort of like freeze it as Lunasnow, or you can sort of like stun it quite a bit easier. But obviously it does have auto-aim, you do die from it, and yeah. But yeah, I think high B or maybe low A. I don't really know there. We might move some of these around at the end. Now, Storm, I very much like Storm. Her ultimate is very good. You can kill anything that's not a Vanguard with it. And then obviously she speed boosts and damage boosts and has a good high amount of attack straight of like damage with her right click as well. Is she better than Star-Lord, Namor, Spider-Man in my opinion? I would say yes. Is she on the level of Hella Magic? In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes. She's another sort of A tier. Now, I think we might rearrange a little bit of a bottom here. We might bring them all down. And then... I played a game of Iron Man, I just did not play it well. And that is sort of wanting me to pull it into D, but I know I shouldn't do that just because of one game. But we do sort of maybe want someone in D tier. And right now it is between Iron Man and Black Panther for me. We'll come back to it. Strategists. Starting with Mantis. Mantis is her ult, I think, is very good because it gives speed boost, and you can still obviously do everything that you can do normally during it. Healing, damage boosting, damaging. I feel like she doesn't do a ton of healing. And to be able to do more healing, obviously you need to hit headshots, and hitting headshots can be obviously quite difficult, blah blah. And if you're trying to hit a headshot, you might obviously miss someone dying or something like that as well that needs help. I think I might put her B tier because she's definitely still playable. Right, but I think she is on the weaker side of what is also here. Now Loki, he, I find, is incredibly survivable. Like, he is very sort of like almost unkillable until like the entire team is dead, because you don't really know which one is the Loki or which one is the Loki, and sort of, and I find that like a lot of people don't like target, I'd say, the like Loki clones. Like, it's, yeah. And he can put out a lot of healing and a lot of damage with pulling up both his clones and obviously himself. And then his shift can just nullify any sort of ultimate. I am thinking sort of A or S tier. Thinking maybe more S, but I'm also thinking A, because of the other two, I do sort of want to put like both of them in S, because Rocket with Punisher is really good, and Luna Snow is just, she puts out so much healing, and then her ult just keeps everyone alive. But one problem that I do see, which I think is just players, not the character, is that like multiple people playing Luna Snow have ulted at a enemy Magneto ult, which is so, I cannot get the logic there, because Magneto one shots, and the Luna Snow ult doesn't give you immortality, it just gives you like a lot of healing. And yeah, but that's a player issue, that's not a character issue. So yeah, so I think Luna Snow S, and then maybe I have Punisher there, and Punisher is so much better with Rocket helping thing, with the Rocket team up. Although you don't need it as Punisher, but as Magneto you do need the Scarlet Witch team up. So maybe A tier, and then we maybe try and pull some of these things around. Yeah, I think maybe that. Let me just see it as like, just is there anything here that I absolutely despise? Yeah, this is my tier list. This is my tier list of all the Marvel Rivals characters in the alpha playtest. Thanks for staying to the end of the video, and to all my subscribers and followers on YouTube and Twitch who have helped me reach affiliate and get much closer to partner on YouTube. I am still a part of the content creator program for Marvel Rivals, providing feedback on the game. If you still have feedback on the alpha test or good ideas for beta tests in July, then I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I will be talking with NetEase, and yeah, I can very easily pass it on. As I am still a part of the program, I will get information early and I'll pass it on to you as soon as I can. I do plan to do more streams soon of many different games that I enjoy, while continuing to upload more videos here on YouTube. And again, thank you for watching and have a great day.